that video was way longer than I wanted it to go, but I'm going to let it probably post because it was a lot of good stuff in there. But where I was ending is I've been in personal debates with people. I've talked to people. I've been caught dumpster diving, for example. I was caught dumpster diving. I left Taekwondo, and where my Taekwondo school's at, there's a Piggly Wiggly right across the road. And like the dumpsters, like we're behind, we're on the side street, so I can see the dumpsters. Well, there's a cart full of bread. And I knew it was for someone else, but they never came pick it up. They always pick it up around 4:30. It was 8 o'clock at night, kind of raining. No one came pick it up. Well, guess what? It's mine now, because they're going to throw it in the dumpster when they close at 9 o'clock. So I drove my happy ass over there and started taking the bread. Well, the manager, assistant manager, whoever the fuck he is, he's been there forever. He drove his truck around and seen me doing it and asked me what I was doing. I was like, I'm taking the bread. It's trash. He's like, yeah, it's trash. I was like, okay, I'm taking the bread. He's like, well, you're not supposed to do that. And I said, why not? And he's like, well, I don't want you to get sick of it. I'm like, I'm not, you think I'm going to eat all this bread? I mean, that's a lot of fucking bread. Yeah, I could eat it. I said, I'm going to feed it to my chickens. I said, it's not going to the landfill. I'm going to feed it to my chickens. He's like, oh. I said, if my chickens get sick, it's my problem, not your problem. You know, you threw it away. I got it out of the dumpster, you know, technically. He said, okay, cool. I took it. He never said anything else. And I don't get much stuff there anymore. But the point of it is, people are so quick to say, well, you're not supposed to do that. Why not? You know, you're not supposed to have free-range chickens. Whoa, why not? You're not supposed to let your chickens eat chicken. You know how many times I've done that? We cook a chicken in the crock pot, or we have chicken tenders left over, whatever bullshit, and I throw it out to the chickens all the time. You know, people think it's weird. It's like, shit, we have a couple meat chickens left over we probably cook in the crock pot later this week. I can tell you right now, whatever's left over, I throw it outside, all the bones and stuff, all the time. And they eat them. Guarantee it. I killed a mean rooster not that long ago, probably September or so. And like I killed him, cleaned him, all that shit, right? And some of his head and some of his guts and stuff was still out there. These little bastards went out there before I could even really clean up the area and was playing and like, oh yeah, I'm gonna eat this and eat this. Like I had some of the stuff, you know, taken care of, but they scratched around and drank all the blood and because they are little dinosaurs. But the farm life mentality people don't want. People want it to be, you know, all sunshine and rainbows. And it's really, it is. But at the same time, it's not. You know, certain days when you have to butcher stuff, it's a lot of work. When you have to chase a chicken around because he's confused about the snow, it's a lot of work. When you get a baby chicken tangled in thorns and you have the choice to shoot the chicken or go save him, it's a hard choice. Last night we had a chicken in here. I brought a chicken in 2 days ago in here. I think she got too cold. I'm pretty sure she might have got jumped on by a rooster too. I'm not sure because they are about 8 months old now. But she's a black giant, kind of a friendly little one, but wasn't doing so well. So I brought her in here thinking to warm her up, she'd be fine. Well, last night around 10 o'clock, I had to put 3 in her. And, because that's 22, by the way, not a 223, little 22. I had to put a couple bullets in her right out there, and I buried her in the garden. Me and the kids buried her this morning. And the ground was frozen solid. I don't think I ever dug a hole in the frozen solid ground. But, she was basically having a seizure in the box we had her in. And she wasn't going to survive. And we was trying to watch Food Inc. And it was kind of crazy. He was watching Food Inc. and they just slaughtered chickens. And then I had to go put her down. And just walked her out there, laid her down, and she wasn't really moving. Just twitching. So I put a couple in her. And my gun jammed, so I cleared it and put another one in her. And it was like, you know, you have to do that stuff. You have to make those decisions. You don't want to make those decisions. I'm like, and I told my wife when I came back in, I was like, I've done that so many times that I've been numb to it. Because my granddad, he was numb to it. He didn't give a fuck about it. You know, he's like, just shoot the bastard. You know, that was his mentality. So it's like, but now we have so many chickens and I have kids and eggs. I'm trying to not be mean, I guess, but at the same time, I'll grab the rifle in a heartbeat and put one down if I need to. And I can tell you right now, the roosters, if they jump at my kids or fuck with me, they get a fucking hollow point in their head really quickly. And if you tell people that in the grocery store, that, that's what you do. If you tell people in society that's how you farm, they will think you're a fucking terrorist. Because, oh my God, you slaughter your own chickens? You have meat chickens in the freezer? You have your own eggs? That's cool, but you have meat chickens? That's weird. You slaughtered a rooster that was mean? How dare you? You're a bigot for that. Well, he killed 2 of my chickens, you know? 2 of my hens. He was mean to him. He chased them. He was violent, and he was young. And in my opinion, buff orphan and roosters are the meanest roosters that I've ever fucking seen. And I have some big ass roosters. I have some big motherfuckers, and they are really calm. But just in my opinion, buff orphan and roosters are mean. But and it shouldn't even be a question. But people look at me and think I don't know anything because I'm young. But it's like, well, I've been doing this since I was like 5 fucking years old. And I was taught by someone that farmed all his fucking life. So I think I know a few things. And after a few years of having chickens yourself, I've been going 5 years now. My granddad died about 5 years ago. You see a lot of different angles of it, and you learn different things. For example, my granddad only bought at the local feed store because that's where he wanted to buy. But I save money if I go to Tractor Supply. That's just like a basic thing. What's another thing? He would always, his biggest thing that we would debate on sometimes is he would always have food in the pen 24/7. Always keep that food thing filled up. And it's like you're not supposed to do that because, one, you have rodents and possums and rats come to that, but you're not supposed to have food in where the eggs are. It's a more of a rodent control area. And 2, the chickens will only eat that, and they won't come out here free range and eat bugs. So I got away from that, and you will waste food, and you save a lot of food doing it this way. So there's little things like that. But I could make probably 2-3 books about chickens and stuff. But our plan right now is just meat chickens and maybe a pig or so. I'll put a pig in that fucking ditch so fucking quickly if I could. But I don't know. See you guys.